Howdy, Immortalium here. So I'm just back from the London Comic Con and I have a whole bunch of items here. Let's get started. Basically, I was prioritizing anime, but I still ended up buying manga. So I'll just open this up first. First thing that I got, which I have been looking forward to for I think about 2 years now, since I got the first lot of it. Hellsing Ultimate 5 to 8. Oh god, this is gonna be so awesome. I loved the first 4 of them. I got them for dirt cheap at HMV. I remember 1 to 4. I think it was like €3 per volume of it, which is pretty good, particularly considering they had commentary as well with them. I don't think this necessarily has commentaries, but I got them, I loved them, and then I was heartbroken to find out that that they stopped making the dub for it and stopped releasing it, so that was sad. But now they finally released it and I finally have it, so I'll be looking forward to I think 9 and 10 will be the last one. I'm not sure how they're going to organize that, since, you know, it's only 2 episodes. Maybe it'll be a cheaper release, but basically I love the cover for this, and it comes with a good few extras. One thing that surprised me though is that I thought there were audio commentaries with this, but as far as I can tell there's no audio commentaries, so you know, maybe there aren't any. But the extra features it does list are Hellsing participating in a Legend featurette, Hellsing cast roundtable discussion, Anime Vegas 2010 Hellsing panel, fans questions answered, The Dawn, a supplementary of Hellsing, which I think is a subtitle only kind of prequel story, Hellsing trailer, and textless songs. So that's good. It comes with a good few extras. So then, of course, being the fan of the series that I am, I just had to get the brand new Naruto Shippuden with Pain and Kakashi on the cover, and Ibisu at the back. That surprises me, but you know, I guess that's how it works. And yeah, there we go. So as usual, there's hardly any extra, it's just production art really. But I'll be really looking forward to this, particularly since I've heard of the episode Confessions, which is the last episode on this, so I'm really glad to, you know, that I'll be able to watch it. So after I finish Clannad After Stories, this is definitely going to be the series that I'm going to start next. So that makes me really happy. And now it'll be, after that it'll be a long wait again for the next box set. So, oh, 1 sec, there we go. Just in case anyone's into the artwork, you have Iruka over there and Naruto, and then you have Konohamaru up here, and then Ibisu again under the box. You have Naruto here. So, there you go. So I'm glad to have that. Then, this I'm particularly happy with. I'll just take off the price tag, but I've actually read the novel of this, and I really enjoyed the novel. I need to get more of the novel series, but you know, it just, right now I'm busy with other stuff. So, but I'm glad to have gotten this because it's out of print, it's a classic, and the only thing is I'm not sure whether I'll watch an English dub or subtitles. Maybe I should do both. Maybe I should watch one time with one and one with the other. But it is Vampire Hunter D. Bloodlust, which is the 2000 sequel to it, is a fantastic movie, really fun. So I'll definitely be looking forward to watching this. The art style from the back looks a little outdated, but I don't really mind that. And the disc itself, hopefully it'll work. It was, you know, it's not a new copy, I can guarantee you that. So, but it comes with a slipcover as well, which is very nice. So I'm very happy with that. Here's one that a friend of mine, Candy Kiss, I can never remember the full name of her YouTube channel, so you know, I just call it Candy Kiss. But here's one that Candy Kiss mentioned that she wanted me to watch, and in fairness, actually, when I looked at my Amazon wish list, it was actually the very first item I had in it. I think I put it in the wish list about 2 or 3 years ago. And but the problem was it was always so pricey. I never wanted to buy it, you know, at that price. But it dropped. It was lower enough in price, so I decided, hey, I'll get it, and it is Romeo x Juliet. Plus, I think I heard there's a voice actress called Maxie Whitehead, who's fantastic. You know, you'll know her as Crona from Soul Eater, or Alphonse from you know, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I think this is her first anime, the first one that she shows up in, so I'll definitely be watching this English dubbed. Plus, apparently the Shakespearean dialogue sounds better in English, understandably. Plus, it's another MVM. I remember when I showed off my anime before, that a lot of people were saying, you know, well, maybe not a lot of people, I think it was one person said, you know, you don't have much MVM, and I'm like, well, it's because they're a bit pricey. But now I have Romeo x Juliet, so I'm very happy with that. And of course, I needed to get this, basically One Piece Collection 2. It doesn't have the slipcover, unfortunately, so that is a bit annoying, but I got it for a cheap price. It's brand new, and it'll run up to, basically it'll be the completion of the East Blue arc, which is the beginning arc of the series. And I think it'll be moving into the Baroque works. No, actually, according to this, as far as I can tell, actually, it just finishes up the East Blue. So, yeah, okay, so it just finishes up the East Blue. Well, that's fine. You know, it's more One Piece, and, you know, I'm not in a rush, and it's very enjoyable, although, you know, as far from what I've seen so far, and what I've read so far, it's certainly not the best anime or manga of all time. But, you know, it's a great work. Very enjoyable, very funny. So I'm glad to have that. Then, I know I said that I prioritize anime over the manga, but I just had to get the manga, considering how cheap it was. So I'll just begin showing this off. First of all, just to tell you before I start this is dominantly shoujo. Yeah. So, you know, I don't care, really, you know, like, you know, there's a lot of people I know, who, like, guys, obviously, who have an issue with reading shoujo. Why? Because it's aimed at girls. And I'm thinking to myself, come on. I mean, come on. Like, I mean, if it's a good story, who cares who it's aimed at, you know? I've watched Titanic, and I love Titanic. That's pretty much a girls' movie, you know? And I don't care about that. I don't care who knows that I love Titanic. It's a fantastic movie, very emotional, and yeah, so just because something's aimed at girls doesn't necessarily mean that a man can't read it or watch it or whatever. So yeah. Anyway, first one here isn't a shoujo, actually, it's a shonen. I got the first volume about like a year ago or something like that at a used bookstore, and this is the second volume now. They only had the second volume there. If they had like more than that, I would have gotten more, but only the second. But I'm still glad to get it. It's Shaman King Volume 2. Shaman King Volume 1 was really fun, so you know, I'd definitely be looking forward to reading it. Although it's been so long since I've read it, I might just reread Volume 1 first and then read Volume 2. Then we have, just one moment. Actually, I may as well get all the shonens out of the way first. I also got this dirt cheap. A friend of mine's fanatical about this series, so I'm glad to have gotten this, particularly for the cheap. And it is Claymore, Volume 1. I remember I did a 24, well, not a 24-hour anime watching thing, but we watched a ton of anime over one weekend. I remember it was like, we started on Friday, and it was like we watched, God, we must have watched so many episodes. We watched all of Claymore, I remember. We watched, like, you know, like, over 30 episodes of Soul Eater. We watched, like, a good few episodes of Rui. We watched the first rebuild of Evangelion film. We watched a ton of anime over that weekend. And we watched more than that, I remember. And we played some video games as well. But, so I watched all of the anime series of Claymore. But I do hear that the manga is better than the anime, so, you know, I'll be really looking forward to this. The artwork looks very nice. It has this kind of how can I describe it? It looks more realistic than a lot more of other manga, but you know, I'll definitely be looking forward to reading this. Now on to the shoujo. I think it's all shoujo from here. First of all, I've heard very good things about this series. I've you know, I was considering getting it, but you know, I've never gotten around to it. But they had the first 3 volumes for cheap, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna get it. It's Sand Chronicles. I don't know much about it, but it's a very well received series, so I'll be looking forward to that. Plus, one thing I love actually as well is you see that they actually change the color per volume of the numbers and the base. If you look at most shoujo, you know, it's the same color all along. So I think that's nice for variation. Then I got Mistress Fortune from Arina Tanimura, who I think she's a fantastic mangaka. Basically, I've what have I read from her? I've read some Sakura Hime, I've read Ion, but I've really enjoyed what I've read from her so far. And one thing I think is particularly cool is if you open this up, you have this color poster thing. See? Which I think is very cool. That's a nice thing to have. So, yeah, I think that's cool. I don't think it's removable, but, you know, it's a very nice extra. Then, speaking of Candy Kiss, she'll be particularly glad to hear that I've gotten this series, because this is one of her most favourite series, and she's been begging me, basically, to get this series, so probably that I could discuss it with her. And what is that, you might ask? Well, it's another Arina Tanimura series. If you're watching this Candy Kiss, you probably already guessed what it is. I got all 7 volumes of Full Moon. Yeah. Now, Full Moon is basically, it's, well, like, I don't know too much about the story, but I know it's about singing and Shinigami, interestingly. But I hear it is a amazing work, apparently. I mean, it's supposed to be just stunning. Tons of praise for it. It's like it's supposed to be one of the most amazing shoujo that has come across, and you know, in a long time. So I'll definitely be looking forward to reading this, particularly since it's in her top 5. I remember asking her once what her top 5 was, and she said you know, she gave her list and Full Moon was there. So yeah, I'll be glad to read that. That's all the manga I got there. And I know this isn't strictly anime and manga based, but you know, just because I got it, I may as well mention it. I got 6 movies for £10. Basically, Winter's Bone, starring Jennifer Lawrence. The Host, which is the Korean movie, not the Stephenie Meyer pile of crap. You know, it's supposed to be amazing, this one. And then we have George A. Romero's Survival of the Dead. We have a horror movie franchise I've never seen, Child's Play. If anyone's ever seen my DVD collection, you'll see that I have a ton of horror films, and I love horror films. I find them really enjoyable, and Child's Play is definitely a big franchise, yet I've never seen it. And then I'm also a big fan of Old Boy. So I just had to get Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance and Lady Vengeance, which are both from basically the Vengeance trilogy that Old Boy is in. So yeah, that's basically my haul. I also got a bunch of autographs, a lot of the Deep Space Nine cast, and one from Jason Momoa, which is Ronan Dex himself from Stargate Atlantis, and Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones. So I thought that was fairly cool as well. So I'm very glad to have gotten all this stuff. It'll keep me quite amused. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and bye bye.